Hello, welcome to Morris Money, where we give you stock tips in under 5 minutes. I'm your host, Morris Willie. Today, we're talking about some exciting updates with Ilus, including them getting involved in the Metaverse. We'll touch on that later, but let's talk about the acquisition updates right now. As continued in our recent press release and updates, there were 3 imminent U.S. acquisitions, one of which we completed just before Christmas, Bullhead Products. We are in the process of completing the next 2 in Texas and Georgia, respectively. The final agreements are with the seller's attorneys for redlining, and there is nothing more we can do on these at this point to speed them up. We are not going to take shortcuts with such important deals, and we believe that shareholders will agree that it is much smarter to ensure that every base is covered instead of having something come back to bite us in 6 months' time because we rushed to appease shareholders. We do expect the acquisition of Precise Powered Products in Houston to be complete any day now, followed therefore by the completion of the Georgian acquisition. Both deals are much larger than that of Bullhead Products, both in terms of cost and subsequent revenue for Ilus. So it is understandable that our attorneys and theirs are proceeding very thoroughly through the agreements. I'm glad to see that Ilus is taking their time through these acquisitions, especially noting the fact that they want to make sure that they get through these acquisitions thoroughly for the shareholders. As I've said before on the channel, it's always great to see that an over-the-counter company is valuing the opinion of shareholders and the value of shareholders, because many OTC companies tend to neglect shareholders, but the fact that they are emphasizing that they want to complete these acquisitions properly for shareholders is a great sign for me. Now let's get back to these 2 upcoming acquisitions. It's expected that the next 2 U.S. acquisitions will be wrapped up in the next week or so. We are already at work on updating company profiles, websites, marketing, and sales strategies, all of which we will provide more information on at our shareholder meeting. Our sales director is already working with the Bullhead Products on a 120 vehicle conversion order in Texas and a separate $1.2 million vehicle contract in Mississippi, where Bullhead Products has already been given the order for the first vehicle to be completed as a prototype, which after satisfactory delivery will lead to the contract being signed. Our strategy is to manufacture vehicles at Bullhead Products and equipment at Precision Power Products, and then to distribute these products and other existing products through our Georgia-located distributor and the other distributors which we are in the acquisition discussions with. Towards the end of 2021, we announced the government approval for the first phase of the European deal we have been working on. We were hoping to complete the final paperwork and announce full details of the deal before the end of the year, which due to Nick getting COVID meant he was not able to travel and complete. Unfortunately, Nick was out of action from travel for 12 days because of COVID in December. We then hope to complete the final paperwork this week once the government reconvenes, but again, we have been delayed because of the government offices are still closed because of snowstorm. It's unfortunate to hear this news as Ilus is now delayed in their acquisition process, but COVID is no joke and we wish Nick the best of luck and hopefully these deals get done soon. Larger deals such as the $100 million revenue acquisition and others are still going through the due diligence process. We will bring more information on these as we progress further down the road in line with our strategy for the first uplisting. We also expect our first UK acquisition, which is already agreed to be completed in Q1 of 2022. Other acquisition discussions are taking place across the United States, Canada, and Asia. Despite all the setbacks Ilus has encountered along the way, they are still moving incredibly fast in the process of getting deals done, which is honestly great to hear. Now, let's get into Ilus entering the Metaverse. The company is growing strongly with their virtual reality fire safety training division, which currently sits under BCD Fire. Behind the scenes, we have been working hard on the final stages of completing the very exciting acquisition of a virtual reality fire safety software company, which will give us our own VR training software with a development team and training facility. This will make us the first fire safety training company to operate in the Metaverse. Could Ilus be using buzzwords here, saying that their fire training technology will be deemed the Metaverse? Sure, But they said that they're operating in the metaverse, so let's take their word for it. What do you think about the acquisition updates and the possibility of Ilus entering the metaverse? Let me know your thoughts below. Please don't take this video as financial advice, and thank you for watching another episode of Morris Money.